Welcome back to Animal Lover. Last time we figured out that the transformation has something to do with the phases of the moon and that they don't transform when there's a new moon. The new moon phase, so no moon at all. And Frankie was trying to write Aadara on her blog and ended up in the notepad. Well, yep. Frankie, get the fuck off my computer. A sleepy Charlie cries out from halfway across the room. He is still laid down, eyes closed, pressed into his pillow. Come on, I was getting close. Kaja, please get Frankie off my computer. Use your feminine vowels or something. Frankie, come on. Damn it, alright, I'm off. I wasn't going to break it. Frankie gets off the computer suddenly. Charlie has already risen from his sleeping bag, fully clothed, and sat in the computer chair. What the hell is this? It's the internet. God damn it, Frankie. I was trying my best. And I guess your best wasn't good enough. By about a couple of miles. So you were thinking of sending a letter to Aadara? Edmund says sleepily. Are we awake now? With the way these guys are talking, it doesn't seem like we've got a choice. I'm waking up anyway, so it's okay. Alright then. And like that, the apartment comes alive with activity. Morning, boys. Morning, Kara. As I was saying, Frankie, were you trying to send a letter to Aadara? Yeah. Well, I actually think it's a good idea. You don't say. I do. I'll give us a chance to find out what she knows without getting too close or being in her proximity. In reality, we could probably say whatever we want without being turned into frogs or whatever. I'd avoid it though. What I'm saying is that this isn't as dangerous. Huh? Right. I'm saying that this isn't as dangerous. We don't need to worry for our lives this way. That makes sense. What are we going to send her? Let's see. Why don't we start with hello, Aadara? Or something peppier. Hey there. What's up? How are you doing, Aadara? I think it'll be better to address her as her online name, like, hey, no, God's only queen, big fan. I don't know. What do you think, Kaja? Well, how about? Actually, hey there. Alright, we've got that out of the way. Well, we'll open with what about tell me everything you know about spellcasting? I need the full scoop, the real deal, and I need it now. Nine. I want to hear everyone's suggestions first. Edmonds? How about... I was wondering, how is it that the Wiccan is able to cast spells? Is it real? How does it work? I'm fascinated by the subject. That actually sounds good. That's fine. Alright then, next step. What about, do counterspells exist, or does the wide wielder of magic simply control the subject without opposition? Okay, and then we close with. How about this one? Hoping to hear back from you soon, Anonymous. Why not? Come on. Sounds good. Cool. So, our letter came out too. Hey there, I was wondering, how is it that a Wiccan is able to cast spells? Is it real? How does it work? I'm fascinated by the subject. Do counterspells exist, or does the wield of magic simply control the subject without opposition? Hoping to hear back from you soon, Anonymous. Alright then. Send. That was fun. Sure, yeah, fun. Now what? We just wait to hear back from her, I suppose. Alright then. Well, since we all gathered here and the ball is in Aadara's court, I think we should talk about living arrangements. This whole operation is going slower than I had thought it was going to. So I think if you guys are going to continue living here... She was right. What? Oh, that was quick. Yeah, is that really her reply? Because, I mean, that was like unbelievably fast. Is that what you meant by instantaneous before, Charlie? I agree, that was ridiculous. Well, let's find out. We all gather around the computer to look at Aadara's reply. Hello, glad to hear you're interested in Wicca. It's a shame that you seem to have gotten your understanding of Wicca from a game of Dungeons and Dragons. It's more than casting spells or controlling people, it's a way of life. It's a shame you don't understand that. Besides, I know who this is. You and your friends better stop harassing me, or I swear to fucking God you're going to regret it. Oh, if I didn't know who this was before, I'm sure as hell do now. You and your friends better stop harassing me. Huh? Eh? Why? 2 times. That was her. Yeah, that was her. Everyone is silent. The trail seems to have gone completely cold. It's traveling quickly. Everyone's acting a little weird about it. Whoever's eyes aren't still locked onto the computer screen are glancing away nervously. I'm haunted a little by a bit myself. Do you think she's bluffing? Does it matter? Yes. Well, if she's bluffing, then we wouldn't need to worry about her finding us. Yeah, but even then, it means she's on the alert for someone. It's going to be a lot harder to get to her. And this whole thing is going to last much longer than I thought it would. Another moment of unflattering, uncomfortable silence. I imagine everyone else is thinking of what to do next. This leaves us in a tight spot. If we're going to make any ground now, it's going to be a lot more dangerous. And I can't be the only one putting myself at risk. I don't know where to go from here. I'm wishing I had the power to make this all better. I'm as scared as the rest of them, but part of me is wishing that we didn't have to be so defeatist about it. Maybe I can change this. I can't have them losing faith now. We're close, and who knows what would happen if someone decides to quit. Hey, who's up for a walk? Miguel perks up for a moment. Miguel? Sorry. I used to get really excited at hearing that. Oh? That okay, yeah. I'm assuming you're in then? Yeah, I could go for a walk. Anyone else? Sure, I think we should use this time to think up strategies for dealing with Aadara. I agree. Sure, walk sounds nice. Anyone know how hot it is outside? Actually, never mind, dumb question. A walk is a great idea. Sounds good. And though I really like to cool my head too, I was thinking of going to go see a movie. There are things I'd like to do. Day off then, it's settled. Cool. Then I will go with. Alright, this is where it's actually decided who I will date. Although I think Kyle is out of the question anyway. And now I looked it up. I have to side with the guy I want to date and spend in the alone time chapter time with him. And another condition, but that doesn't really matter. I can tell you when it comes up. I was just curious about it, since there are no real let's say path dividing choices you can make. It's just siding with someone, and I was curious how you would get on one of the routes, and it was like, you side with one of them the entire time and go with him during the alone time chapter. And yeah, it's a bit different from other visual novels where an answer can lead you to a bad end or normal end or romance ending, depending on what you choose. The best example would be Amnesia, Lost Memories. A single answer can lead to your death there. I'll eventually play it, I guess, but I finished all the routes a few weeks back, so yeah. It's still fresh in my mind. Although the best route is anyway is the last guide. You have to unlock through playing through all the routes before that. Since there are, I think, 7 or 8 possibilities to die during this single route. Normally it's like 2 or 3. So yeah, it's quite fun. Edmund or Frankie? You know what? Let's go with the innocent Edmund. Hey, thanks for coming with me, Kaja. Of course. I want to ask you a question. Shoot. What do you think of this outfit? Oh, it's fine. You've been wearing it this entire time. Still looks good. Yeah, I think this. But, do you think it's really me? Is this clothing really you? Well, I think it looks great. Really? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Of course. As we begin walking out into the street, Cal has already left the building, making a beeline for the park. Charlie, Frankie and Miguel are all leaving around the same time. So there's something I want to try. Go on. Have you ever had Italian food? Oh yes, kind of all the time. Really? Is it any good? Well, there's a lot of different kinds. I'd say it's pretty good. What's your favorite kind? What's it like? So you've never had Italian food? No. There was a family that had picked me up once that had an Italian food night every Tuesday. I don't know, some weekday. It always smelled amazing and I never got the chance to try it. Can we get some Italian food? I'm still getting over the idea that you've never had Italian food, because you've been a hamster since before you could have ever had heard of Italian food. I'd never heard of Italy. Okay, that's really weird. Bad weird. Funny weird, don't worry. Sure, let's get some Italian food. I know a good cheap place. This place, Notchios, couldn't normally be in a walking distance, but we started early and had all day in front of us. We walked for a long time as we talked about all sorts of things. Edmund told me that he remembered about his brothers, about the royal household. It was fascinating yet surreal to be listening to him describe something from so long ago. When he spoke of peasants, I felt strange and detached. I've met poor people and my parents had struggled to make ends meet before, but besides Kyle, I've never had to deal with peasants, not real ones. I was enthralled by what he said. He'd always talk about how they felt like distant problems, but they were once so real. But when we arrived in Notchios, we sat down at the table and requested a glass of water each. The air was cool and smelled like black pepper. I'm already loving this. This is already a blast. Well, I'm glad you're liking it. What do you think I should have first? I'm going to have spinach ravioli, but I'd recommend a simple spaghetti and meatballs. I'd recommend the spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, what's that? It's long noodles of pasta covered in tomato sauce with meatballs, like these big balls of seasoned meat. That sounds great. But what's your thing? Oh, they're these weird pasta pooches of cheese and spinach. I'm not sure you'd like it. That sounds good too. Are you sure I shouldn't order that? I don't know, spaghetti and meatballs is kind of the classic Italian food. It's like the simple original pasta for a lot of people. Alright then, if you think so. Sounds great. We ordered our food and finished off a conversation about one last brother, his younger brother, the baby of the family. The food was taking a while, but when bringing up how slowly it was coming, Edmund seemed perfectly content. He said to not worry about it so much, then smiled. So, I suppose we should talk about Aadara then, and what we're going to do about this whole situation. I guess so. It seems pretty grim, doesn't it? It does. Look, I'm worried about how this is all going to work out. But we don't go further until we do something, which is a shame. I was getting an idea while we were talking, and I'm not sure how it would work, but let me run it past you. Do we need Aadara to be the one to change us back? Well, yeah, I guess so. Do you know any other witches? No, I don't. But it couldn't be impossible to meet one, could it? I don't know if there are any other witches. If we could somehow try to find one, though, it could be a way less dangerous route than trying to go directly to the woman who cursed us in the first place. It would, wouldn't it? I think this is something we should at least try. But we don't even know where we'd start trying to find another witch. We could start with a Wiccan community. It seems to me, though, that many Wiccans don't have the kind of power that Aadara has. So trying to figure out the truth behind every Wiccan could take way more time than just trying to get a solution out of the one person we know for a fact that that has this kind of power. But it'd be less dangerous. I guess that really is the question then, isn't it? It is. Oh wow, is that our order? I look behind me to see the waitress approaches, holding a tray with both our orders on it. It looks like it. I can't wait. I've been wanting this for a real long time. Actually, I've been waiting, well, for a lot of things, really. The waitress sets down our food and begins to walk away. Like what? Like this food, to be eating fine food again, to get a little alone time. You're not getting any alone time right now. What are you talking about? Alright, let's see where this leads us in the next part. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Bye!